Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we have a scatter plot, which is showing the amount of electrical energy generated in millions of megawatt hours by nuclear sources over a 10-year period. We're asked, of these equations, which best models the data in the scatter plot? So what we don't have to do in this is find the exact equation of this data, right? We're not actually finding the parabola of best fit, so to speak. We are looking at our answers and noting that we can narrow down our options just by looking at the general shape of the scatter plot. So we have all these are x squared plus x plus or minus some constant. So this is a quadratic. So we're going to be looking for a parabola, and we can just draw a rough parabola. Let's see, we have the data goes up here and then it sort of rounds up out here and then it goes back down. And this is our general shape. Don't need to get it any more accurate than that. And just from this line, just from this curve, we can tell which of the answers we're going to have. So we have two numbers to look at. When we have y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, right, where we just have the x squared term, the x term, and the constant, the a term is going to determine whether it opens up or down. And then the c term is the y-intercept, right? If x is equal to 0, then you have your y-intercept. And if x is equal to 0 in this case, we have y is equal to a times 0 squared plus b times 0 plus c. So these are just 0 plus c is equal to c. So that's how we get that this is the y-intercept. And okay, so a tells us if we're opening up or down. And if a is greater than 0, then it opens up. So it'll look like the traditional y equals x squared parabola. And if a is less than 0, it opens down, which is your y is equal to negative x squared, right? In these examples, the a is positive 1 and negative 1, so that lines up. And in this situation, we have it opening down, right? It goes up, 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 then our vertex is the maximum value, and then it goes back down. So this is the same form, opening down, and that means a is going to be less than 0. So in these four options, a, the coefficient of the x squared term, is either positive 1.674 or negative 1.674, and we're opening down, so it's negative 1.674, which means a and c cannot be our answers. Now, we have b and d left, right? We have the correct coefficient for the x squared term, and then we have the opposites for the constants. So is c negative 745.73 or is it positive 745.73? Well, we're just looking at the y-intercept, and if we look, where does this curve intercept the y-axis? Well, it intercepts it right about here, which is a little bit higher than 740, and that means that it's 745. If we were expecting it to be negative, then this curve would go all the way down here, way down, and it would cross somewhere below the x-axis, which in this case is not even this line because this is starting at 700, so 0 is way off the page, way down there. The y-intercept is definitely not negative 745, it's positive 745 because it's right about there. So positive 745, negative 1.674, D is going to be your final answer. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.